Hi, it's George again from part of Seaway Trust. I've been travelling to this country of Ghana now for over 20 years. The first time I came was in March 2000. You can see that I'm in a very, very busy part of Accra in Ghana. This area is called La Paz, and I'm just trying to show you how busy and how many people are around in this country. And I've been coming nearly every year ever since, sometimes twice a year. And I love the country. I love the people. It's very friendly. I've never found any threat in this country. The reason I come is because God told me to rescue children. What we've been doing every year for the last 20 years, I've been coming to this country in order to rescue children. We've built children's homes, we've built schools, and we've been involved with other things in this country. And in the next 24 hours, we're going to be traveling to the north to see some projects up there. So I just wanted to show you what Accra is like. You will find this on Seaway Soundbites, seawaytrust.org, and we'll show you the applications at the end of the video. Now, we've done several schools, and we're still involved with some schools in the south. Two schools in the south and an orphanage in the south of this country. And we've recently, as you've seen, we've travelled to the northern areas, the northern region and the OT region, where we've been looking at projects in that area together with the Christ Love Community Church. We now find us on the way to the northern region. We've stopped in a remote area just to say hello and to introduce my friends. This is Pastor Na, who's one of the leaders of Christ Love Community Church. Next to me here is Gifty Roxon. Now Gifty is the lady that looks after me. I stay at Gifty's house every time I come to Ghana, and she looks after me, she feeds me well, and she looks after me as a spiritual mother. Then we have Isaac, another pastor from Christ Love Community Church. He's also an accountant and works in a bank. I've known Isaac again for about 12 months. We have Mark. Hi. Mark Adult. Mark is the head of Children and Teens in Worship. And I've known Mark now for about 2 years, and we work together closely in our rescuing of children. Yeah. And then we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel is also a leader in Christ Love Community Church. Emmanuel is an agriculturalist, so he heads up agriculture for the church. Now that seems a strange thing, but as we get to the north, you'll be able to understand exactly what we're doing. When we get to the north, we're looking at all the things that have been achieved in the last few months, and also the plans that we have for the future. You will see that we have visited some cashew plantations. There's also yams and corn that have been planted there. And these have been planted in order to raise money so that we can continue to support the teachers and to buy desks and all that sort of thing. So the heart of our journey is to look for places in very rural, remote areas where there is no education for the children, and to look at whether we can start a school and educate them in just the basics to start off with, and maybe that they could learn to speak English, that they can read and they can write, and other things that they need to learn to be able to live in this country. Most of Ghana is quite well endowed with schools, but a lot of the remote areas in the north are not, and children are suffering because of that. So our desire is to locate, and has been to locate, an area where there is no school, and to be able to educate the children in that area. So do these have to pay to go to school?
There is government school, but the teachers there, are private teachers. So the children contribute every month in this cities to pay the teachers. Every month.
So if it's a government school, but the teachers are private, who employs the teachers?
Okay, it means government gave them 2 teachers. So the community also met together. Because the 2 teachers are not enough for the 6 classes. So the community met together and then bring the rest of the teachers to support.
As I said, most of the places, or one of the places we went to actually, we had to travel for 18 miles across a mud track, a rough track, in order to find this place. You will also see that in order to see one of our plantations, we had to walk across a river, and that was quite challenging. It was a very muddy river, and the flip-flops that I'd bought to wear across there kept falling off or kept being stuck in the mud, and it was not easy. But it was when I look back on it, it was all part of the excitement and all part of the joy of being there. Very enjoyable trip, very tiring trip, very hot in the north compared to Accra. It's a lot warmer, and we've come back and we're assessing the situation now to see where best we can look to locate and plant a school to educate some children. So this place is wide open really for help.
Exactly.
For schooling, for medical centre.
Exactly. Yeah. Because the nearest one you have to work for at least an hour.
So what you're saying then, if there's 1,000 people living in this area, you're saying 60 or 70% of that is children. That means it's
children.
Yeah. So if we had a school here for 200 or 300 children,
and that is including the ones who come from the other communities, over 1,000.
Yeah.
Yes, over 1,000. Wow.
Oh, we're back now from the north and from our trip up to the north and to the villages and the churches that we went to, and you've just seen. We're back in Anya, which is a part of Accra, and we're undercover because we think it's going to rain in a minute. We left on Thursday and we travelled north, which was quite a long journey, and we ended up going to a church in the evening. And we've been to several churches, under tree churches, and several farms, several places where Christ Love Community Church have planted cashew and yams and corn. While we were there, they also spoke to several leaders with a view to obtaining more land. Now this is all done in order to keep money coming in, so that when we build schools and when they build churches, that the finance will already be there in order to maintain the schools and maintain the churches. So during the course of the journey, I introduced to you the members of the trip, and amongst the members was Mrs. Gifty Roxon. And I want to now introduce to you Uncle Dan, who is Gifty's husband. Now, Gifty and Dan have been are part of my family now. We are family members, and we have whenever we come to Accra, whenever we come to Ghana, we stay with Gifty and Daniel, and they look after us perfectly, absolutely wonderfully. We're looking forward to the day, one day, when they can come and visit us in the UK. We've had, the last time we had Jane, their daughter, come to stay with us for a few weeks. And then before that, George, our son, who came to stay with us. Unfortunately, George passed away 2 or 3 years ago. But I really wanted to introduce you to Dan and to Gifty, because they've been so kind, and they've really looked after me and they've looked after Sally every time we come. So thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Okay.